Hello and welcome to Enshrouded. Hi Sarah, welcome in. Hi Kyle, how are you guys today? Thanks for coming to hang out with me, I appreciate it. Working today on the Seafood Tavern some more. I've been making some progress, but there's lots to do because this is turning into a bigger build for my village, which makes sense. It's kind of like the main mead hall off the town square. And I have lots of custom ideas and things, unique ideas I'm integrating. So that takes a little longer, like my angled entrance here that I did. And I was working yesterday in stream a bit. I built a spiral staircase, but I've gone and torn it all down because I wanted it to be inside of a tower, I decided. So I built a tower. um, Brick by brick. This is made out of granite roof tiles. It's kind of the closest of a roof tile that's any kind of stone, really. Most of them just look like wood planks, and I didn't think that would look right in here for this build. So, I'm going to redo my spiral staircase. And I left my center mark here. So I might attempt doing the roof on it. I might wait for chisel chip. We'll see how that goes. I also did the inside of the angled door and got that ready to be decorated. Kind of decided to use this stone for the fireplace, although it's not built yet, obviously. And I added this little covering for the pickup window outside. I think it's cute, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It looks a little bit, maybe too much like a stall, like the little stalls in the village. I might make it something a bit more structural, permanent looking than just a little stall cover on it. And then I got a little bit of stuff done upstairs. Oh, I put in this little bathroom area, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it because I forgot. I was thinking about putting a fish tank there. So I might move that, maybe put the bathroom on that side. Upstairs, I've gotten some things blocked out a little bit. I had originally put the posts up here, but then I was like, that looks entirely like a meat hall. I need to use these because it's more a Seafood Tavern. And these are going to be a couple little cheap rooms you can get if you need to spend the night. Can't afford the inn or can't stumble all the way over there. And this will be the bathroom. But if you need a nice room, you need to go to the inn because these are going to be crummy. Simple, just simple. Up here, we have the little overlook for downstairs. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this corner yet, so maybe y'all can help me decide. I need to cover these up, obviously. If I had just, excuse me, covered them downstairs instead of integrating them into the decor, I could have just lowered them a bit and it wouldn't stick through up here. But I didn't do that. So to keep my pattern downstairs, they're sticking through. So I have different ideas of what to do. Hi, Certified Crab. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I thought about using this as the stairs to go up to the third floor, but I changed my mind because that would definitely keep this corner going all the way out. And I don't know that I want to do it. I might want to make this corner angled as well. Although if I keep it going all the way out, that'll make it much easier for Chisel to do my roof. But we're not trying to make it easy on him, right? So I don't know. I haven't decided about that yet. I could make this corner actually an aquarium, which would take care of it. And might look cool from downstairs to look up and see like a big aquarium over the main entrance. And then I was debating, what about having the aquarium visible from the outside over the door too, which could keep it angled and make it interesting looking, but I think that might be a bit too modern looking. It reminds me of the aquarium restaurant. There's a restaurant in the States called the Aquarium that has a lot of stuff like that, and I don't know, that just maybe seems too modern. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do y'all think? But then I put the ceiling on. I didn't put extra space on this floor because this is kind of the cheap seats floor. And then this is the stairs going up to the 3rd floor, which is where probably the fisherman is going to live here. He did run the old Salt and Pepper Tavern. So this will be the living quarters up here, which is a really big space. And I'm kind of debating, I'd kind of thought about for the 3rd floor, having it go in. Like the 2nd floor comes out farther from the 1st floor and has that overhang going on, which I like. But I was thinking potentially for the 3rd floor to bring it back in. Make it a smaller space and then maybe go up to a pointy roof. I could do a double layer roof, which would be cool too. To have, I mean, not the normal kind of double your roofs, but like if I have part of a roof right here and then it goes up and then there's another roof up there. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that yet. And of course, how I do this corner will depend on what I decide to do with it. So we'll see. I think my tower turned out pretty good. I think it's a unique feature on the end of the building. It's very solid at the moment. I need to break it up, add windows and greenery and everything outside so it doesn't look so towery, like strong tower type thing. So I want to get started on doing my spiral staircase again. I'm thinking I probably should start from the top so I end up where I want to be by starting there. So I'm gonna extend my center pole all the way up to help me keep perspective. What did I use? I'm gonna use the same block, not that it matters. I could actually use my light blocks, make it easier for me to see in here. Huh? Run into the wall. And go back up. Hi, Gym Demand. Welcome in. Additional tables and seating on top or bar and dance floor. Are you talking about on the 2nd level or up on the 3rd floor? The 3rd floor is going to be the living quarters. So I'm thinking this will just be like some additional seating up here where people can lounge around and look over at the people below, talk about their hair. And on this other side is like a couple little cheap rooms if you can't afford the inn. A dance floor sounds fun though. But I think that kind of thing can probably be integrated into the town square. Oh, the 3rd floor. like a mix of living quarters and outside seating or bar. You know, one of the things I was thinking as a possibility, so we're talking about outside seating. I mean, this is going to be the living quarters for the fishermen. But one thing I was thinking was, if I do make, like, the living space a bit smaller than this entire space, so it has a little bit more of a different look on top, that, like, I could make the outside rim, like, a walk around, roped off patios, you know, going around. So, like, you could come out here and watch whatever's going on in the village or in the town square, because that's like going to be the center of the town square down there. And on the back too, there's going to be a little pond down here. So I think that is a good idea to have a little outside area on the edge. And yeah, because this is a huge space, so if I make the actual living quarters part more in the middle, I could use that outside edges for outside seating and stuff. Rooftop garden, maybe? That would be fun. Yeah, it's a huge space. When I finished putting in the floor up there, I'm like, this is an entire build space just up here. It's massive. I've been trying to challenge myself in this village a bit to make smaller builds, but I don't know if we would call this a smaller build. Take these out. I'm going to end up needing them somewhere, I'm sure, but I don't need that one. It's too high. So there's where my stairs need to go around. I struggle with spirals, so I want to see how you do these stairs. Oh, cool. I figured out yesterday in stream how I was going to do it. But then I tore it all down because I wanted it moved into a tower. So I could probably just make this. Just debating how much to bring this floor out. Did not line up. It would make sense that it would go straight from that wall, right? Yeah. So it needs to go there. Then this is out one from the tower. Do I want to bury the tower in that, or do I want to cut this piece off? Did I do that 2 out from the edge? Probably, yeah, because that's what I did all the way around to give me that little lip. So I'll go ahead and leave that there. So that's consistent. Wah! I fell off. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm going to use the stairs to get up. They're not there yet. Okay, I've not tried this, doing it from the top though. I've only done it from the bottom, so, wonder how that'll work. We'll find out. So, I'm going from the top. I'm gonna put down some scaffolding. I'm gonna use the glowy blocks so I know what's not part of my actual build and let them help me see. Actually, I need to be aiming from the other direction, so let me just get over here so I can see my lip. Is this taller than the floor, this middle post? I think it is, one up. That'll be fine. Okay, so to build these stairs, I'm going to be using carved wooden nightstands because I think they make really pretty stairs. And they're easier to work with. But this is going to be the challenge with working from the top instead of the bottom. They have to sit on something, which makes it much easier going from the bottom. I'm tempted to do it from the bottom anyway, but I don't know where I'll end up if I start from the bottom, so I need to be smart and do it from the top. Get this off. Is that the same level now? I think so. So I could just have my floor. So I want, let's see, what do I want? I want to come out here. Or I could come out here, kind of in the middle. But then you'd like come up and have to turn. I think it's better just to come up straight and end up on the stairs. So let's do it that way. So I'm going to extend this floor out where I'm going to be landing on. Okay. Gonna bring this to just under that block so I have something to sit the table on. This table is just about 1 block high. Let's turn it to the right. That is, it's a little bit higher, right? Yeah. So if it had that lip, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it doesn't need to. But I want to focus on using this centerpiece. I might put 1 more row. I can take them out if I don't need it, but put 1 more row to meet me, the center. I don't entirely remember my count that I decided on yesterday either, but it'll be fine. I'll figure it out again. Okay, so I'm going to use Q and go down until that's even with the floor. I'm the back left corner in the center of my centerpiece. You know what I should use for the centerpiece is the bronze, because they have that center circle. Although when I was doing it from bottom to top, I was looking more at the corner than the centerpiece. But we're going to start with the centerpiece and see what happens. So there's that one. Now, if I go down from there, I'm going to reset on this so I have a consistency of what I'm clicking down for each one rather than starting from where I was down already. Hi, Kristi Cree. Oh, wow. I was talking with friends about playing this game and you showed up as a suggestion. Yay! Had not even done a search. It's kismet. I did not realize you were live. This looks really cool. I love this game. I love Enshrouded. If you love building and adventuring and survival game stuff, this could be your game. Do you have it already, or are you and your friends just thinking about getting it? What I'm doing right here is not normal, by the way. Most people don't make stairs out of nightstands. Just for the record. I haven't got the arch pieces yet, but I was going to try to use them to make a tower by stacking them sideways. That sounds genius. I haven't got them yet either. I did a bunch of adventuring and put out some guides and stuff, and then I got obsessed with the building, and so I need to go. I need to go finish. I haven't finished all the quests and everything yet. Okay, now my scaffolding, see, I knew that was going to happen, is in my way, so let me get rid of that. What the? No! No, undo. Is it going to take that roof with it? Because I put it through the wall, and those are ceiling tiles. Every freaking time. Well, it's just going to give me a little bit more light to see what I'm doing. I'll fix it later. It's not a big piece. It won't matter a whole lot. But I need to be careful not to run into that or I'm going to be taking the whole thing out. It's kind of annoying, not going to lie. Let me use a narrower piece to stand on. So I'm less likely to... Oh, but this one's going to want to attach to the wall. Well, attaching to the wall shouldn't matter, right? No. Okay. That's fine. No, I'm not above it. Alright, so I need to put, because I'm doing it from the top. I'm going to put this one block below. It's messing with my brain a little bit because I didn't start at block height, but it'll be fine. Alright, one block below. That's where we started. I'm going one block down. And you can face these either way, hole side in or out. I'm going to end up going and filling in the holes, so it's not really going to matter. Maybe I could go this way. This wouldn't be an issue, except that now I'm worried about taking out the sides of my tower because it's built out of those roof pieces. I mean, worst case scenario, I'd do it again, but It took a minute to do, but it was kind of meditative, one of those same block over and over kind of things. You know what might be better? Let's see if I can measure it from on top. So I have my first one in place where I want it to be. Let's try and measure it this way instead of on the thing below it. So I'm going to do Q click, and I'm going to go down. I'm trying to remember, how many did I go down yesterday? I want to say, what the heck? I hit a key I wasn't supposed to. I want to say I did 7, but I don't 100% remember that. I don't know if anybody is here that was here yesterday that remembers. I should have written it down. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's too small. Yeah, I'm gonna have to measure from the bottom coming up because it has to sit on something. That's the disadvantage of doing it from the top to the bottom, but I want that step to end up there, so this is what we're gonna do. I think I'm just going to let this one go on the regular height. And then we'll figure out clicks from there. I think I was doing 2 turns yesterday, but that feels too big today, so I think I'm going to do 1. And I'm going to look at my center post block, which I still think would be better with bronze. I should use bronze. Alright, so if I look at my center post block, I have it in the center and on the right. Let's do it this way. This will be more consistent, I think. I'm going to put that right lip where I can see the edging on the top directly to the edge of the stair above it. And that was 1 click. I can't stop building long enough to get all the pieces. Yeah. This is quite a meticulous process. Yeah, once you get it down and figure out like your spacing of what you're going to do, then you just go, next one. But this is the first time I'm building it from the top to the bottom instead of the bottom to the top, and so I'm kind of having to figure that out at the moment. So now we'll go down 1 again. And I'm going to go down 7 clicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 to the right. The problem with doing it from top to the bottom as well is that you have to go out of the piece to put the next floor down, and that makes you lose your measurement, whereas yesterday I could just go when you're going from bottom to top, which if you don't care where the top ends up at and you'll just accommodate that would be faster. see. Gotta put something lower down. Don't touch the wall. That wouldn't matter as well if you didn't have your walls built out of roof tiles. Make sure I can walk up. Not the first one, obviously, because there's no step yet. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Okay, did I keep my 7 that time? I kept my 7 down that time. Whoops. Right one. Can't see my center line anymore. I'm gonna line it up on this right corner. Works. Definitely gonna need a rail on this thing. Or gonna be going flying. This is kind of a pain doing it from top to bottom. Not gonna lie. I wonder if it would be easier if I used scaffolding instead of these things. I did not build the tower out of small pillar pieces. Yeah, I did them piece by piece. Indeed. Yeah. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Because I wanted that look. And I wanted them to meld together a lot. Down one. Yeah, if you want to see how I did it from the bottom to the top, you can look at yesterday's stream. I tried to jump and get it. This would be one higher. So I'm just going down one block height at a time. It's just kind of a pain to see it in this small weird space. Alright, click one. Hope this works. I haven't tested doing it this way. This is not gonna work. I mean, it'll work, but it's not the angle that I want. Because it's not going around the center beam. It's going out too much. Well, that's what happens when you test things in stream. I'm gonna go back to using the center beam like I did yesterday. Let me take this one out. I mean, that was making like a circular spiral staircase instead of a straight up and down spiral, which is what I want. I want a straight up and down spiral. I was going to ask why you started in the center, but again, I've not done spiral stairs before. I was focusing on the center so that the stairs would be in the center of this tower. Because that's how I measured out the tower circle. And so I want the spiral stairs to be in the center of the tower. So that's why I was keeping track of the center space. Do I have one of those things on me? No, I used a giant pole yesterday for my center. I wonder if I could use bamboo fence post. I mean, it's not centered. Not that it has to be 100% exact. I mean, like how OCD do you want to be about it? Pick it up. Those are sometimes harder to see lately, I think. Is it just me? It's a little pickup mark. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the tower being made out of this material. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm honestly tempted to change the entire thing to a different material. It's not just me? Okay, good. Like, if I was doing it from the bottom, I'll just show you. If I was doing it from the bottom and didn't care which way the stairs ended up, accommodating it at the top instead, then I would just do... Okay, I'm going down 7. Is it already down? No. I'm going down 7, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it in the center. Rotate 1. I think I did do 2 yesterday. Yeah. Put it in the center. Rotate 2. And you just climb the stairs as you're building it. 2. Rotate 2. Put it in the center of the post. And you just do this over and over and over. And you end up with spiral stairs. That's the easy way to do it. And then I would need a railing. Because I'll walk right off those suckers. And then, if you want to fill in the holes. I haven't tried this while they're all stacked. I've only done it where it was one of them, so it'll be interesting to see if it'll work. Otherwise, I would use like two-handed weapon stands or something like that. I didn't mean to take that off. It doesn't matter. So you can put them in almost all the way to combine them, but you get the red blocking you from going all the way in to cover up the hole in the back. But if you do rotate and aim at putting it in the bottom, and how did I do that? Then do Q. You can scoot it in. aim at the bottom. See, I haven't tried this part with it being stacked. If you had enough space and weren't working in a tower, it might be easier to do both at the same time. Oh, I probably would know. So, then 2. And do it right. No, it's more than 2 because you're coming from the back.
Hey!
Hey! I'm aiming at the bottom of the shelf that I'm trying to combine it with.
Oh.
Let's go down one more.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh!
Got it.
Uh-huh. Oh, uh-huh.
I had it and I lost it.
Oh! Ah. Oh.
This is being persnickety. Yeah, that one's off.
Hi.
I'm probably gonna have to figure out the right rotation pattern for doing it while they're already on there. Whoops. You know what I could do? To be able to do it from the bottom and not worry about where it comes out on the top. Is if it doesn't come out in my preferred place. I could just build a floor and do a hole of where you walk through to get up there. I think it might be worth doing that just so I don't have to deal with the hassle of building from top down. This is where a copy and paste or blueprint function would be amazing. That is 100% true. That is so true, Jim. I'm going to do it from the bottom. Just because I don't want to take the time to mess with figuring it out from the top. I heard somebody saying it's better to start from the top, but I mean, I guess you would have it lined up exactly where you want it that way, but it seems like more of a pain. To get it there. Okay, so gonna put the corner in my center post. Click Q, go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna turn 2. Whoops, not Q. Rotate. 1, 2. Why are you doing that? Oh, I'm standing too close. Maybe only rotate 1. Thought I was rotating 2 yesterday. Whoops. Rotate 1, 2, 1. Which one looks better, 1 or 2? Oh, I think it's because I can't see that corner over there because it's hidden in this block. Yeah, that's what I was lining it up on, that right corner at the back. So it's 2. Okay, down 7. Rotate 2. And then put the left corner in the center post and the right corner line up. You know what I mean when I'm saying the right corner, the right back corner. There. Go up. Rotate 2. Line up the corner. One, 2. One, 2. Going out a bit. I wonder if I should rotate 3. Or if it's just my angle. We'll do it with 2. And then see if I decide I like 3 better. I can always go back and change it. Since I'm mainly lining up on that right corner, I'm going to try it without the center post. Just aiming at the right corner. I feel like I'm getting out, not having the center post. I feel like I'm getting off. Am I getting off from the center? I mean, it looks better having the center post in there anyway. You don't want everything just floating. I mean, unless you're doing a magical build that you want floating spiral staircase.
Hello.
I think I might like to use that big heavy wood as the centerpiece. I think the bamboo post looks too dinky to be holding up those stairs.
Ah.
Doesn't that look small to be holding up the staircase? Maybe if it was metal, but just a little bamboo thing. I mean, I know it's the fish or whatever, but I don't think that looks strong enough. I'm gonna get one of those big posts. Do I have one on me? I do. Let's do it with this instead. I wonder if one of those won't be tall enough. I'll need 2 of them. Because that's not tall enough for that whole tower, is it? I mean, the struts would be showing at the top maybe, but I don't want to be walking through them. Definitely not tall enough for the whole tower. Whoops. Let me get a second one. I could bury the struts in the floor for the first one and put the other one on top of it like it's holding up the ceiling, which is kind of its intention. Another one in here. Yep. I think that'll look more realistic. Should I just leave all those and put it in the middle? No, I'm gonna redo it. Let's take these apart from the top. I like how you become an invisible floating hammer. Underneath this tower is going to be the entrance to the basement, but if the struts are showing through, I don't think it'll be the end of the world. I can turn them into something. Okay. The thing is, you can only move these so much when you flip them, so I might need to start it from higher up. Because if I flip this over, I don't know why they limit. Is that straight? No. There's such a strong limit on how much up and down you can do. See, I had it on the floor, so now if I lift it up with Q, that's as far as I can go. That's a very small amount. I don't know why they do that. So I need to start it from up higher. How tall is that thing? I don't know how many blocks high it is. Maybe 12? Let's start with 8 and see what happens. Okay. I need to be a little closer to see better. There. Now I'm going to flip it. But I can't see how high it is. Let me measure against the side. Geez, trying to see things in a small space is not the easiest thing in the world. Grr. Maybe I should have built the spiral staircase and then built the tower around it. I don't know how far that took it off because I can't see the bottom. Let me see if I can back up enough. I can't see. Why is it disappearing in the wall? There. Now my HUD is in the way of seeing. Okay, so this wall is taller. Let me just put it there. I mean, that would be cool, having that little thing at the bottom too. Showing it as having more support. I like that. It's like feet holding it up. I'd place it and then place a ceiling where the support arms come out and then use that ceiling to place it upside down. Hey, Waddle, how are you, friend? Good to see you. What are you up to today? Have you been playing any Enshrouded today? Place a ceiling where the support arms come out. Right, but the tower of how high I need this, I know what you mean, and that would be that would work perfectly if you wanted it the same height as that piece. But I'm pretty sure I need it taller because, let's see, I think my second floor is taller than where this is because I put, it would be genius if it is. Let's cross fingers. But I put an extra 4 height on my first floor. But maybe I could just measure down from there. Let's go see how high that is. Although I like having the support struts on the bottom. I could double one up and have support struts on the bottom and the top. Hi Mark, welcome in. Doing good, working from home, so pretty busy with that. Sadly, we'll only be able to spend home quality time on Enshrouded from Friday. Okay, cool. Let me know if you want to play again on Saturday. I could probably play again Saturday morning. We have a bunch of kids coming over to the house later that day. But I could probably play in the morning. Which morning is better for you anyway. We just started a new playthrough on the Happy Gamer server. If anybody wants to join us, there's a link in the description. That's pretty stinking close, actually. Well, yeah, because I wouldn't need it going all the way to the ceiling. I just need it going to this floor. But then I would have to put, yeah, I'd have to put floor all the way around it to account for all those struts sticking out. But that's pretty, you know what? I could do it upside down from here. Let me put this, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this, thank you for getting me to think of it the backwards way. So if I put a floor down here, this build is magnificent. You've really put some work in since yesterday. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have made some progress with it. It's starting to get a little feel for what it's going to be like. I love the feeling of being down here and looking up and seeing the second layer of like people are gonna be standing up there looking down. There's so much to do, so much to do. Still so many quests to finish. There's just so much to do. This update is overwhelming how much stuff is in it. But I've gotten sidetracked onto building, and so I need to go finish adventures and probably get some more guides out and stuff. Okay, so there's my fake floor. The more I stare at this tower, the more I think I might change this block. That it's made out of. Madagascar Pionks? Wait, no, Mad Scorpion. Mad Scorpions. I'm sure that's it. I don't know where I got Madagascar from, but thanks for subbing. Why is my chat on top chat? I'm a dorkfish. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I know exactly what I'm doing. This is all completely planned out. Too far. Don't tell me too far. Can you attach... If I turn this upside down, can I just attach it to the ceiling? Will it let me? Probably not, but hope springs eternal. Is that straight? Yes. It does, but I don't know where my center point is anymore. I'm gonna guess.
Hello.
It was like around the corner of this step that I put there. Let's say it's there. Now that gives me the stable look on the bottom. Let's go see how that looks from the top. Looks like a post. Looks pretty close to where the center point was too. Call it good enough. Now, that's exactly what you were trying to say to do. Oh, yay! We got there in the end. Okay, my center point is bigger now than when I was using that bamboo. So let me get rid of this block out of my vision so I'll be able to see my corner for measuring my step. That gives me a little bit more space to go around the center point. So I wonder if I should do a different number of rotating turns. I don't want it to start here now because it's covering up my strut, and I want to be able to see the strut because that's cool, because that's why I did it there. I'm going to start at an angle so I can see it. Okay. Down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little bit different. Can I do 8 and be right at the bottom of that thing? Will you still let me walk on you? You will. Okay, 8. Now let's rotate. It's bigger. I could still think 2. I mean, I could do 1. I don't think that's going to be turned enough, though. Let's do 2. It's sticking out on the left now with this bigger post. 1 might be better to not have it fill the gaps, maybe. Ah! Why'd you do that? I didn't want to do that. Let's try 1. What am I going to measure by? This one's going to be different because it has that big red metal thing on it for however I'm measuring it. Okay, I'm just going to look at the right side and line it up. With the corner. To the edge of the leg on the corner. 1. Why? Why? I did 1. I didn't do a full rotate. Don't do that to me. No, you're backwards. Okay. 1. Doing 1 click is not making it go into the center beam as much. Okay, new measurement system. I'm gonna do 1 click, but I'm gonna be lining up. Okay, start. So we got our first one down. We're doing 1 rotate. I'm gonna measure on the left side instead of the right. I'm gonna put the beginning of the next step at the center, at the middle. I don't know how to describe this. At the middle of the step below. So 1 click and measuring from the front left corner of the next step being at the middle of the step below. 1 click. Middle of the step below. And I'm going to put the edge where it's going up and down right next to the center post. I mean, the edging that you can see on the step on the left side, right next to the center post. I feel like if I do a guide like this, I'm going to have to use a lot of arrows to designate what I'm talking about. Okay. 1 click, go up, halfway, and edge to the center post. 1 click. I should count, there's little slats, 1, 2 and a half. We'll go into the second one. Second slat on the step below. Click 1. second slat over to the center. You get what I'm saying? Okay, good. I'm like, I don't know if this makes any sense at all, what I'm speaking. One click. Second line out on the step below, over to the center. Oops, that one didn't touch. Hey DDG, how are you, friend? Well, I fell off. Well, get to see how it looks. It's looking pretty good, I think. Might need a railing on here. What do you think? Okay, rotate one. Rotate one. Gonna hear that in my sleep. Rotate one. Whoa, why am I vibrating? Stop vibrating. It is totally not going to end up where I wanted it to, so we'll just deal with that when we get to the top. I've gotten off my pattern somehow, but I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll surprise me and be perfectly in the right place. I think the angle I was coming at it from changed some. You're gonna have to get out of the way. Whoops. Warning. You know, if I rotated too, I wonder how many times I would have to rotate to get it to circle multiple times. And get rid of this floor. What? Get off of there. Something changed, but it still might work. Yeah, let's hope. 2, 1. Yeah, something definitely changed. How do I want to make this? Rotate this one too. I can't tell if it's touching that. Do this. I don't like how it doesn't come completely straight to the floor. Let's rotate it more. I want it to be at a straight angle to the step that you're stepping up to on the floor. That bottom one isn't, that next spot one down isn't touching the post. Redo that one. Straight. 1, 2. Let's do 2. I was doing 2 yesterday. I kind of feel like that might be the better plan. It works. It needs a rail because you will definitely fall off. It's a spiral staircase. I mean, if I got off in the angles at the top somewhere, I don't know where or how, but it looks consistent. And it works. I wonder if maybe I should use something bigger. I wonder if this isn't too small. Especially since I've made the tower bigger, because when I was using this yesterday, I had a smaller space I was putting it in. And since I made the tower bigger and rounder, I have more space that I could use wider stairs if I wanted to. I wonder if it might look better to have a bit wider. I kind of wish these two woods matched a little bit better. I was going to ask you if there is a longer table maybe, but I thought you were going for a narrow look. Yeah. Well, I had started doing it with these yesterday just because I like the look of them and because I was working in the smaller space. But I think since I have more space for the size tower that I made it, I think it would look better having something a bit wider for the step, don't you? Kind of filling it out more. This post is kind of old and grungy too, and these don't look as old and grungy. The wood doesn't match as well as I might like. Wonder what color is the crude table? The little crude side table, end table thing, you know what I mean? The wooden side table might match the color. Let's look at both of these. The wooden side table and the crude wooden side table. I think they're both a little bit bigger than that nightstand. So that's the wooden side table, and that's the crude. I don't have my torch on me. Do I? No. I think the crude matches the color of the center beam the best. Might look better with wider stairs. These look like they are getting lost in that space. Yeah. Yeah, you think the crude matches the color better? It's not as pretty of a step. I mean, this one has that little flank piece coming down off the bottom. But I'm going to end up having to cover up the bottoms, like trim it out in some way. More than likely. I think it'll look weird with the legs hanging down. You know what? What about a crate? The only thing will be is that they have legs instead of like a box, right? Maybe like a bookcase. Could do a bookcase. Bookcase could be a little bit wider. I was thinking the crates too, but the crates might look a bit too rickety. But that's like just a square, so I wouldn't have to fill anything in to cover it up. No, you're too fancy. Like these crates, the big crate. Let's look at that one. Do you have any more bookshelves over here? It's the crummy bookshelf. Do I have a crummy bookshelf? Not really. Probably have some other bookshelves over at the big house, but let's just see. So many things we can build now. We don't have one of these in the right kind of wood. Did I go past them? There they are. Carved wood cabinet. It's a bit wider. That's the crude look. This one would be too skinny again, I think. I don't really want to do stone. The carved wood cabinet, that's the same material as the bedstand I used, right? Let's look at it. I mean, I could just use a shelf. Is there a crude shelf? Shelves would work too, maybe? Great minds and all that. There's no crude shelf. Crude bench would probably be too wide. I thought we had a crude shelf. So it's just the ones in the world. We can't build them though. Well, let's look at these.
Oh, hey.
Or the fifth from last table. Wait. Spin the bookcase around. Use the back for the front because top is like a step, I think. Yeah, I think so. Wait, I went past her. Come back here, Auntie Waddle. Fifth from last table. Where's the tables? Are you counting from here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you talking about the tavern counter? That could work. That's awfully long, though. But I mean, it is a big space, and I could sink it into the post some if I need to. Let's look at it and see. How did I get in first person? I don't remember going in first person. Why do y'all never close doors? What's wrong with you people? I need to move my shrine still. So much to do!
Hey.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so there's the big crate. It's already a box. So I wouldn't have to fill anything in on it. I would flip it on its side. Use the other side as the actual step. And that would be it, because it's already a box. So that would be convenient. Then we're gonna look at the shelves, bookshelves, and wooden shelf. That is the same material as the bedstand. Oh. Is that as far as that one will sink down?
Hey there.
Hello.
Oh, uh-huh. Oh.
Definitely got the crude look. That color probably would go with the center post well. I'd have to finagle to get it started just because it doesn't go down super far. Carved wooden shelf. That's the same color again. Depends on what you like. The cabinet tops have more length than width. That crate is closer to a square. Right. I mean, it is a rectangle, but it's not as long as skinny. But I could overlap them. this. The wooden tavern counter. This probably has a good size wood, a good color wood for it, but it is wide. Like that is taking up the counter. That wood actually matches really well. That's a very similar wood to the center post. So many options. I know. It's just like, what do you want it to look like? What do you want it to be? There's so many ways you could do it. This is how a 10-minute build turns into 3 hours. Exactly. Like, I'm just going to make a staircase real quick and then we'll do other things. Yeah, well, or we'll design 15 different staircases and build them 3 times. I mean, that's how you end up with unique stuff, though, is by experimenting and trying different looks and sizes and materials. Real quick, then stuff and things happen. Exactly. Stuff and things. I like how much the wood of this counter matches the beam. That looks like it goes together really well. It is very long, but I could meld it into the beam. I mean, as long as it's not so long that, like, if it, when it's at the diagonal, it would still, I mean, it should, but it would make the stairwell look full. Let's try it. I should do this from the top. Okay, I'm gonna need a bunch of them. I made that at the workbench, right? Oh no, I made it at her. Maybe start building from the top, get that aligned maybe. Oh my god, Waddle. That's how I started the stream, and it was an utter pita. That's why I changed. Because I originally yesterday, when I figured out my plan in a different space, I started from the bottom and it was really easy. And then I was like, I should start from the top so I can make sure it's lined up the way I want it. And the problem is when you're using something that has to sit on something to be placed, then I was like trying to place it, put a block to sit the next one, place it, put a block to sit the next one, and I can't get out to see what I'm doing in the confines of this thing, and I ended up ripping out part of my wall, and it was just not my favorite technique. I thought my hot tub wouldn't take long, and 5 hours later I had remade it 6 times and finally said good enough. We've all been there, right? If you're a builder, you know. If you know, you know. Geez, when I was doing glitch building in No Man's Sky, I would spend so much time. And because with glitch building, if you get something wrong, then you could accidentally take out half your build if things are connected in a certain way, and you'd have to redo the whole section again. I may have said a wordy dirt or two. Okay, let's see. It doesn't matter if it hits the stone on the right. That's just scaffolding at the bottom on my outline. That's going to come out. I mean, this sucker could seriously fill up this whole thing. So I think I do need to go into the beam. But how far? How far down do I need to go on this too? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 right there is about 9. No, 9. 9 is the same height as that block. Lines up. And we can step on that. That's the size of stairs. So that's 9 clicks down for this. Yeah. Gonna have to figure out how I want to measure this. Didn't know you can sit on a bench if the water is over where you sit. So yeah, complicated things. Oh, you can't sit. That okay, that makes more sense. You remember Ark being like that? Yeah, it's very frustrating. I mean, at least in No Man's Sky, you can do saves and revert back to last save. So you just end up keeping a save point nearby and saving a lot when you're doing that kind of thing. Okay, what am I measuring? How far I'm going in with? Of course, this first one is always different because of that red thing on the bottom. I see it coming out the other side over there. This is going to be very full in here. I think that's about halfway into the beam. Let's see what happens. 1. Now we're going to rotate. One. Look how much 1 rotate is. That's huge. Too much. What if I drop it down more? If I, how do I hit the wrong button? 10, 11, It's going to be coming out of the center beam. Because if I go over the step, if I try to get this front edge into the center beam, it falls off the step beneath. Maybe I can be closer and do it. How many did I go down? 11? Try and... Okay, so I'm just going to try and put the center beam in the center of the piece because... See anything to measure. Ah! Oh, why you do it? So lined up. Rotate one. I feel like I'm not being entirely consistent on how far into the beam I'm going. Try and go just past the hinge, I guess. I don't know that that's how I started, though. Pretty much lined up with this wall now, eh? So, for this last one, I'm gonna go up. Am I going into the wall? Look at that. Whoa, that's a stiff first step. Might need some adjusting. Huh! I think I like it. What do you think? Fancy. And no rail needed, that's true. You just walk into the wall if you get to the edge. I think I like this. That last step is a little rough. I need to adjust something here. I could take out some of this wall, actually.
Hey.
A bit lower on that last step, maybe.
Aw. Aw.
Yeah, I think so. Ah, that's not what I meant to do.
Mm.
There. It still makes me jump a tad. I mean, but I am walking on the bar, so... I'm going to take out another column here. Need a roof. Need a wall too. Details. I think I like that. That looks cool, right? Good call, Jim, on trying the bar counter, whatever that thing is. I think I'm fine with leaving it looking like that. I don't feel like I need to fill anything in on the back side either. I mean, it's unique looking. Details, as someone I know usually says. I was like, I should make like a t-shirt or a sticker or something that just says details. With a lowercase d. Lowercase d and a period. Maybe delete one row of the floor and push the top step in some. Wouldn't that make me hop more? Let me see if I can think. I mean, they're all kind of making me hop just because I'm really hopping and not stepping. But what is it? It's like I go kind of flying off. I mean, it's fine because you land right on the stairs. Nowhere to go. If you take it at a run, you can go flying for a bit. Whee! I think it's because the last two steps are almost on top of each other. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if I scoot this one back and edge it. I don't know what height this is at now. Let me put something here for it to sit on. Come forward. Come forward. Go down. What? No. Go down. Alright, that's the level of the step. Let's go back farther. Right there. I think that's better. Yep. It's so pretty. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome in, Atomic. Yay! Don't you love how the sun rays come in through the not having a roof and big hole in my wall? It's beautiful. Fabulous, darling. I can patch my wall easily where that happened and put in windows, although I am seriously considering changing the material of this entire tower the more I stare at it. Next time we stream, this might have a completely different material. So there should be a window where you're standing facing. Do tall windows. I do like how it does the nice rounding when you use roof tiles for windows. We would probably need one on the first floor too, eh? But the stairs are in the way. Let's see how it looks from the outside.
Hey there!
I mean, I haven't done any of the stuff to make the tower look nice yet. It's just a big giant tower. You like the shape of those windows? I don't know, maybe that window looks too big from out here. Wee, wee. I need to decrease the size of my farm, it's ridiculous already. I think it would look better to have 2 small windows. Rather than the 1 large window. Like on top of each other. And then I probably need to put some on the sides as well. And then I'll need to like cover it with greenery and mess it up. Make it look rough and everything. if I do... I don't know. I feel like that looked too big from outside. Ah, can't see. Do that a little bit smaller. So that was what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it 4? I don't know. It's hard to count with roof blocks. But then we're gonna want some on this side too. So if I'm standing here, the little circle windows or full windows. And then one on this side. Have a good rest, Waddle. Might be making them too big again. Might be neat to have just little circle windows in here. Put some of those in and see how it looks. That's too low. I think I'm gravitating towards the circle. Let's grab some windows and see what they look like in here. Do I have any on me? I have one bamboo window on me. I need to get some stuff out of my inventory. I don't have room for anything. How many builders in my server? I mean, everybody builds some. I don't have a huge amount of people playing on the Enshrouded server. If you're looking for like a massive community, that's not mine. I'm more of a smaller, tight-knit community. But we have some really good builders. I would say probably Xerox and Mystic do most of the building. I was just curious who built what. This is not my server world. This is my solo world. I've had this world since launch of the game. my server world, we just started a new playthrough, a new world this past Saturday. Yeah, so I built everything in this world. This is my village I've been working on forever. Should I do bamboo windows since it's the fisherman's hut? Doesn't have to be though. Could try different ones and see. Have some contrast. Let's look at different types and see what we like. Yeah, I should do a video on this at some point. I mean, I've been building stuff in stream lately, especially, but I haven't actually done any videos on this village. You don't really play Enshrouded as much as I just build in Enshrouded. Yeah. I think Xerox does that a lot too. I'll show up and be like, oh, I built a little something over in the desert, and you go there and you're like, what the hell? This is the alchemist shop on the first floor. This is her workshop on the second floor. And she lives upstairs. I like her space. I like the canned lights under the counter and the faucet. That was a son of a biscuit eater to get that faucet in there. I love how this looks. I need to put something in this chest because they stay open now. Here. Have a piece of moss. Now the book is on top of the chest again. That's a lot of detail. I love decorating in Enshrouded. Love it. It's my favorite thing. Building stuff, especially roofs, not my favorite thing. I always lie to myself and say I'll go back and decorate. Yeah, you're not alone. I know a lot of people are like that. I love it though. I really enjoy it. And then there's a little back patio where she can go out and see what's going on in the town square. She lives across from Ramon. Ramon's story is that he ran a newspaper. We can't put papers down, so he also has a bookshop now. This is his place. And I built a custom printing press for him. I love rooms with all the shelves of books, so I had to do one. And he lives upstairs. And then this is the blacksmith shop. It's actually the blacksmith's daughter that runs the shop. She has a bit of an issue going on at the moment because since the update, all of the one-handed weapons got turned upside down. So the weekend before the update, I put all these item stands and everything in here, decorating it. And then I loaded the update and everything had turned upside down. I was like, no. So I have to go flip all these over again now, but I haven't done that yet. It's the blacksmith. I wish things would snap a little more consistently when building. Yeah, it doesn't always do that, does it? Good day to you, too. There's going to be a stall out behind her shop. There's like a alley back there, and there's going to be like cheap stuff for sale. She's not a fan of that. this is Elio's hairdressing salon. Are you hiding behind the door, friend?
Hello.
What are you doing in the window? You're a weirdo. She stands in the strangest places. Get out of the window. Waiting area. I made a custom check-in desk for him. I like how that turned out. And then this is where you get nails done. And if you go upstairs, this is the main salon floor. It's a hair dryer where you can get your feet done, get your hair washed, get a haircut. I haven't seen Elio lately. I wonder what he's doing. So I did the chair with the little foot thing that can lift you up and adjust, and I added drawers with handles to his workstation. And this is where you change clothes if you'd like to put on a robe and come into the sauna, which I haven't finished doing. Not that a sauna has a whole lot in it, but I haven't put water in here or anything yet. Hey, there you are. How are you? Thanks for the flowers. You're welcome. And then he lives up here above his shop. He's a bit of a world traveler, so he has stuff from all over. You'll notice that Elio does not have a kitchen in his house, and that's because he doesn't cook. He just gets stuff from the cafe and the food cart on the corner. It actually looks like a salon. Yay! Thank you. You did well finding that color palette. Thank you. This is his bathroom and his bedroom. I haven't put anything on that wall yet because I was waiting for the update to see if there was anything new that I wanted to add in little empty spots I left here and there. And then he has a little patio out here. Actually, Ilio got in trouble when he built his house because it's too big. If you notice in the on Main Street, everything is plotted out where each shop is only supposed to have so much space.
Hi.
So there's room for your neighbors. Like you can see here, this one is got marks. That's where it's supposed to stay within. This is going to be the tailor and dressmaker. But my storage is there right now. But see, he technically stayed in the lines, but then each floor up, his building got bigger and bigger and bigger, and he got fined, but he doesn't care. DoorDash, exactly. He's a DoorDash person. And this is going to be the Fletcher, but I haven't started doing anything with that yet. So he'll get food from the little food cart here. Got a little vendor. And the farmer has a stall over here too. I started putting in these stalls. I need to add a lot more. But it's a work in progress. This is the farmer's stall. He comes up from the farm every morning. And then Ilio gets a lot of his food from the cafe at the inn as well. But as soon as the Seafood Tavern is done, he'll be getting stuff from there as well. This is the cafe in the inn. It also serves as a cafe for anybody from the town square. And you check in the front. I'm going to cut through Hannah's room. Hannah is the owner of the inn, and she has this little room between check-in and the kitchen. It's her bathroom. Oh, I haven't given her any toilet paper. Sorry, Hannah. I'll get to that. There you are. Hi, Hannah. So, this is the front of the inn. I started with refurbishing that. I've got a little pond here. A bench to sit on. It's so peaceful. And when you check in at the inn here, Then you can go up to the second floor. This is a little lounge area for people. The bar. There's a bathroom over there. We have the outside seating. Upstairs is the rooms. This was Elio's room for a long time. He still has some of his stuff left in here. He needs to get his tea that he's always asking for. The detail really makes a place look lived in. I think so. I like it. Who's staying in here right now? I don't know. I kind of in the in rooms, unless somebody's staying in there that has a story, I try to leave them a little bit empty on purpose, because like the shelves would be blank waiting for someone to come stay, right? Unless somebody's staying there until I build them a house, and then I'll put a little detail in it of what they're staying in. And this is the suite if you're willing to pay for it. I'm waiting for glass to be able to finish this window because I don't want a bunch of grid stuff on there. This tub is one of my favorite things too, how I added the faucet and knobs. My favorite little details. I made this for the mirror before we had mirrors. And added the knobs and the faucet. Is glass going to be a thing? Fingers crossed. Nothing's confirmed. But we remain ever hopeful. There's so much still to build and do. And then over on the other side is like my house and the barn and the hunter and all that stuff. This is going to be the town square. I'm going to switch this. I had set this flame up as a shrine. People have brought offerings and stuff. But I'm going to switch it. I'm going to make this thing over here the shrine. Because since the update, this thing swooshes every time you get near it. Even though it's in my base. It didn't used to do that. Once it was in my base. Did they turn it off? This little entry fountain. There's going to be a waterworks building here. And the end down here is going to be the church. It was going to be the prison, but I'm going to move that. There was a patch today. Is it not doing it anymore? Did they patch that? Was it not supposed to be doing that? Let me get away from it again. See, this is why Elio's in trouble. He went out over the sidewalk. See how much it glows now? I'm like, that should be the shrine. It's super bright at night, too. Maybe it hasn't done it because I haven't left the actual area. Let me go far, far away. This is my house. I'm going to do a whole tour, but... Well, Barry and Cade live down there. They have a little apartment in the basement. This is the greenhouse. I love my little greenhouse. Feels so peaceful. If they can do water, I'm sure they can do glass. I hope so. And I'm like, if they can do water, they can do lava, right? This is the kitchen. Somebody's always opening the pantry. Shocking, I know. I like the kitchen too. And I run a flower shop out of my house, so I have a lot of flowers for sale in here. Let's go see if it does that swoosh thing again. Oh, and the The blacksmith and the bard got together and they have a little apartment on the top and the back of my house too. It's gonna swoosh. Yep, it did it. Didn't it? Or am I dreaming? Anyway, I think I'm gonna switch it and make this the shrine. Especially since I've decided to put the church at the end of the town square down here. Makes sense that the shrine would be right outside the church, right? But I'm glad I did this angled wall to go right out into the courtyard, because that makes a lot of sense to me. The lore is thick in that town. It's true. I make up little stories. I mean, well, I base a lot of it on the stories that come with the characters. But like the blacksmith and the bard got together because the bard needed a room, and the blacksmith was like, "Hey, you can come stay with me." And who knew it was love? But then after that, we got a story where the blacksmith wanted me to go find someone for him, and I was like, oh crap, is this gonna be bad? But it ended up being his daughter, so I was like, oh, okay, whew, you're good, it's fine. It's fine, it's all good. Alright, let me grab some daylight and we'll look at the windows for that tower. And down here at the end, I've decided, since we have gold, I was debating forever what to do with this space. It's gonna be a giant bank, like Gringotts, at the end of the street, because we have gold now. Oddly enough, I put some gold in a basket at the shrine and somebody stole it. The gold is gone. I don't know if this is always a thing, but I'm just saying the gold is gone. Somebody took it. See how much that thing glows now? That definitely is, looks like something magical. I love how this spiral staircase turned out. Let's see. I made those windows big. But let's get a feel for the style. Bamboo. Ornamented wood. Metal. Do I have a circular metal on me? No. I have a circular bamboo. I need a little one here. And stone. Obviously this is all just temporary. Just looking at styles. I always feel like I've built so much, and then I see other people's towns and builds, and I see how much I haven't done yet. I feel the same way. I think everybody feels that way when you look at something. I mean, I have a lot done, but I still have so much to do. And like, even, like, I just go around and I'm like, one of the things that's driving me nuts lately is how straight the things are. Because this is Woodguard, right? That's where the cathedral used to be. I took it down brick by brick. And I just cleaned everything up. So I just got rid of all the rubble, put in pebblestone, and just followed the path of what was here to start building. But it's starting to drive me nuts, the straight lines and everything looking right. I'm like, that is not right. It shouldn't look so clean. So I've been going around and like putting weeds in here and there, and I like messed up some of the tile and put in different ones, and just like doing little bits of decay here and there. I mean, I kind of was planning on just doing a bunch of that at the end, but it's starting to bug me. So like this, I just built this. This doesn't have any decay on it yet. It needs some like mess up a little bit. It gives it so much more character. When things aren't perfect. I don't like that one. You're like, I put a hole in the floor and decayed it just so. What's the outside of the stairwell look like? Well, I haven't decorated it yet, so it looks very solid at the moment. But yes, I built it out of roof tiles, brick by brick, to be a tower. And then I need to still put greenery on it and make it look a bit prettier. Right now it looks very plain. It looks like a castle tower. And I need to do like window trims and flower pots and all that. Although the more I look at it, the more I'm not sure about the material I made it out of. I might change it. Honestly. I might. I still need to dig out the basement too. There'll be a back door to the basement here. In the cellar. That'll be more like kitchen and storage down there. Have you been able to turn the mud river into a flowing river yet? My friends and I tried and the water wouldn't flow. I'm actually in the process of doing a video on that. So yeah. That'll be out soon. I got sidetracked. I was working on that and then and recording it, and then I got sidetracked with building my village, Seafood Tavern. So I need to finish getting that video out. I like my custom entrance too. I love that it's at an angle. You can come out to the town center. I need so much to do, so little time. I know. I have been playing so much Enshrouded lately. I think my husband thinks something's wrong with me. So I'm gonna need to figure out the 3rd floor so Chisel can come do my roof. I mean, teach me how to do that roof. We'll see. We'll see how much I do. And then I need to decide for sure what I'm going to do with this front part. If I'm going to put an aquarium here, or if I'm just going to make it signs. Am I going to keep it coming out? Am I going to cut it off and make it angled as well? so many decisions. I'm still not sure that I like this awning. It looks like a little stall instead of a thing from the side of the restaurant. So I think I'm going to probably make this look more built in for the takeaway window. I need to add lighting, I need to add deco, I need to do so much. I'm having a blast with this update. And I need to finish doing the quests and stuff and all that as well. So much to do. This is such an amazing update. Thank you guys for joining me for stream today. Wednesdays, usually at 11 a.m. Central, is my typical stream time. Every week, and I've been streaming other days quite a bit lately too because I've been obsessed with building in this game. So I hope that I'll see you again very soon. I love having a game that consumes me like this, but trying to finish something before starting something else is something I struggle with. Me too. But you know, I've stopped beating myself up about it. I'm like, I'm playing this game to have fun. If I'm not having fun, then why am I doing it? You know, you should enjoy what you're doing. And if I feel like building today, then today I'm going to build. You know? If I feel like going on an adventure, I'm going to go on an adventure. Like, I am just like, I was putting pressure on myself for a while to do stuff. And I was like, why am I doing this? My husband's like, you know, you don't have to put that pressure on yourself. I'm like, you're right. I absolutely do not. So I'm like, I need to stop this feeling like I have to do all these things and just do what I love. Do what I'm in the mood to do that time. Well, I'm glad you caught me live, Jim. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Odds are I'll be live again tomorrow because I'm a little obsessed at the moment. In case you haven't noticed. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the likes. I appreciate it. And until next time, happy gaming.